Hi, it's Lynette from Panacea Ranch. And I just, I've been thinking about emotions, because sometimes they get the best of me, but luckily I've been, practicing controlling my emotions or honoring them and then releasing them, the lower vibrational ones, and, just trying to invoke those ones that give you good feelings and make you feel worthy and, self-love, really. But anyway, so I was thinking about, I listened to Abraham Hicks, which is Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham. And Abraham is a collective, and this is the emotional guidance. You've got the upward spiral and the downward spiral, and the worst feeling in the world is being a powerless victim or grief, distress, fear, hopelessness, and you just have to reach for the next feeling, just try and get to insecurity and guilt, try and get away from the powerlessness, the hopelessness, and just try and move up the scale little by little if that's what it takes. If you can't make a good jump, because you can jump from here to here. You can jump from feeling powerless into revenge. Revenge is better than powerlessness. And, a lot of people would argue that, but it's on its way up the scale. And then, you can get to contentment and hopefulness, optimism, and just work your way right up to bliss and unconditional love. They're just a few thoughts away. You just have to, in fact, what a fun thing would be to do, even if you're not feeling down, is to take each of the stages and write down a word or a thought or a feeling or an experience that you've had in each of these categories, so that when you need to move up the scale and everything, you can just look at those and try and remember those feelings and see if you can get into those feelings to work your way up the emotional scale. And I will post a copy of this or a link, to this down in the description. Excuse me, not instructions. And then also I'll find a video of Esther talking about the emotional scale, and yeah. Maybe it's something you're interested in. I hope you have a good day. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And if your mother has moved on, you can bless her and talk to her even though she's not around. Do it in private if you feel like a fool. And then also to all the mothers out there who are still here, bless you. Bless you for everything you've done for your children and anyone else in your family, the motherly things that we do. And if you have a mother that's still here, please honor her and bless her and let her know that you love her in some way, little or big, even if you just I used to make my mom Mother's Day cards, of course it was when I was little, but if I didn't have any money, I would write a letter to her and give it to her. There's things you can do. It doesn't have to cost anything if you're low on funds. It doesn't cost anything to share love. Find a way. I love you. Bye.